I have been struggling with playing the guitar for years when I was young. And this one thing kept me stuck. It's one of the things that kept me stuck, actually, which made the progress 10 times worse for me. My question for you is, have you ever felt this same experience where you always wanted to play a song, but you kept struggling for some reason and you don't know what it is? Right now in this video, I'm telling you that this one thing is probably the reason why you're stuck at your position. And when I understood this one part, that one solution, everything changed for me when I was young. I started playing tons of songs and it was so fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. The best experience I had, I remember a time where I was just sitting in my room on the floor, just singing to a song, and my parents just hearing me. What the hell is this guy singing? It was a Bob Marley song, but it was one of the best times ever. Anyways, before we get into this one solution, I made a complete guide that will guide you even further, especially after this video. So if you are a struggling beginner that's busy, that guide would definitely be for you. Has this ever happened to you where you just play a chord and then you somehow take 10 years just to get to the next chord? Now that one skill that will get you from point A to point B, that will literally change you from playing one song a year to 10 songs in one day. You'll be surprised. You'll really be surprised. That one thing is chord transitions. Now, Matthew, how do I fix this chord transition you're saying? How do I fix that? Well, there's multiple solutions to fix it. Of course, there's multiple YouTube videos out there too. But I'm gonna give you one of the top things that helped me when I was young as a kid. And I wish I learned this sooner because, boy, I would have speed through. Boy, I would have got a whole. I would have been a millionaire by now. Not I said millionaire. Anyways, here's the solution. The first solution is an exercise called a pumping nylon. I'm gonna explain it briefly, but I have made a whole video on it. So what this exercise does, the pumping nylon, is it helps move your finger. It trains the weakest finger. If you struggle with your pinky, your ring finger, your middle finger, that's gonna get fixed. And if you do that exercise, let's say for a whole week, you're going to see improvement. What you want to do is place your fingers all in that one string, the G string. Now choose any of your weak fingers, let's say it's your pinky, or the chord that you're struggling to play with. Let's say you struggle to move your ring finger. Let's say your ring finger. Every time you go to the D chord or the G chord, your ring finger sucks. It doesn't want to move. Let's fix that right now. So you put all your fingers on the G string. Make sure each finger has its own fret. Now use that ring finger and go on the top E string and go on the bottom E string. Now, let's say you can't really reach the very top E string or something, or maybe you can't reach the very bottom. Start with the A string and then the B string, all right? Then work your way up to the top E string and the lower E string, all right? As you can see here, I'm doing just that. Of course, for you, it might not be this easy. Your fingers might look like this. Your fingers might actually want to just lift off and just run off away from you or something. It feels like a worm trying to break out or something. But this exercise is going to train your one finger just to do it. All right. As you can tell here, my third finger is moving to the spot I want it to go to. I want my finger to work for me. I don't want to work for the finger. As you can tell here, now, let's say I've been practicing this one exercise for a whole week. All right, Matthew, I've been doing this for a whole week. I'm not that bad. Let's put this to the test. Now, when you start playing the C, G chord, and a D chord, here's what happens. Pay attention to this third finger right here. I'm gonna play it slow. Pay attention. Hey. Okay. Anyways, okay. As you can tell, I trained my finger to go to the spot I want it to go. If you do this for a whole week, you're going to see progress. This will be a little difficult for you, but don't give up. This part, you're going to be one of the top 1% of people that continue playing the guitar. If you get this part, you're definitely going to get the rest of the parts. Your guitar journey is going to be so much smoother as long as you get this one part. So practice this exercise. You're going to wonder, Matthew, what's the second solution? This is going to definitely help, but kind of curious, what is the second solution? This second solution is by far one of the best things that helped me. And I like to call it input-output. This works for memorizing chords or maybe just transitioning. Personally, it helps me best for memorization, but it could definitely work well for transitions as well. Here's how it works. So let's say you want to transition to the G chord. Let's say C to G. Every time you switch to the G chord, your middle finger just doesn't go into place. As you can tell, your middle finger is slow as heck compared to your first finger or third finger. Now, if that's your scenario, this is where this solution could come in. Instead, here's the best part about this solution. All this time, you've been going opposite. Here, let me explain. You've been going opposite the whole time. Let's say you've been learning the G chord. Your first fingers are the worst. Your first finger and your ring finger, they are quick as heck, right? But your middle finger sucks. This is where the part comes in. This works well for C chord, G chord, F chord, D chord, doesn't matter. Let's say it's for the C chord, right? If you play the C chord well with your first and middle finger, so if those two fingers are easy, but your third finger sucks, I want you to start with your third finger instead, and then move on to your middle finger and first finger. So basically what this is called is input-output. Instead of letting your third finger finish last, let it start first. Now you're training your third finger to go to the direction you want it to go, because the whole time you were letting you were training your first finger the whole time to go first, but this time I want your third finger to go first all the time from now on. And this applies to any chord. If you struggle with the F chord, maybe it's that one part right here on the first fret of the E and B strings. And you struggle with this one part. You get the middle finger and the third finger right, but every time it comes to that one part, you just can't play it. Switch it all around. Change your input. Instead of starting right here with your middle finger and third finger, start with the one part that sucks the most. And the moment you change that and you practice that for a whole week, what your brain does, it starts to reprogram your fingers to move and work for you. You just constantly keep practicing this throughout the entire week. Those two solutions are gonna drastically get you 10 times faster to the destination you wanna go. With those two solutions, you're gonna definitely be able to play the amount of songs you want to practice. But all you need to do is just practice these exercises and change the way you think. And that right there is going to get you to the destination you want. Now, if you want more videos like this might be the next video that might be, let's say, the next game changer. This might be the next game changer. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comment down what you want to see next, because I'm really interested. And I reply to all of your comments. If you comment down right now, I'm going to reply to you. But yeah, see you in the next video.